How did this independent journalist get the inside scoop before all the mainstream media?
The cop killer is a good shot. Driving with one hand and shooting with the other hand and getting a headshot. He is a stone-cold assassin to be doing in front of the sheriff's station.
Now do you really want to be sticking your head out there and not utilizing the shield? Is that how you aim out of a scope?
Seriously, how did this journalist get there before the cops got there? That doesn't look like the same car either, because the other one was tinted, and this one is not. Also, this clearly just had occupants in it as the windows are steamy.
Why wouldn't you show the video on how the screen got knocked out?
Okay, here comes the cold stone killer.
Now is that protocol. You just going to stop aiming at that guy?
And are the cops utilizing your new telepathy megaphone? Because how is he following commands when none are ever given to him?
Why would he face this direction, just for the camera?
Very anticlimactic.
Why didn't they search him? And why is there only one cop guarding this killer?
Now here comes the professionals to show us how it's done.
You would figure they'd be more attentive and alert entering a cop killer's home. The house only has 5 cars in the driveway, so more than likely people are home.
But why are they all looking down, like they are bored?
This guy is over it.
Back to our breaking news here. The LA County Sheriff's Department has detained a person of interest in connection with the murder of a sheriff's deputy. It happened over the weekend as the deputy sat in his patrol car. KTLA's Eric Spillman live in Palmdale with the very latest. Eric, good morning.
Morning, Frank. We moved over to Berenson Street and Avenue R6 here in Palmdale. And as we look down the street here, you're going to see way down there, because they're keeping us far away.
They are keeping the mainstream media far away, but not the independent journalist.
There is a large Sheriff's Department presence with numerous patrol vehicles, detectives' cars, and other crime scene technicians and so forth that are still on scene here. Let's take a look from Sky 5 HD. And we understand this is the location where early this morning we believe a person of interest in the killing of that LA County Sheriff's deputy over the weekend was taken into custody. That, according to neighbors and sheriff's deputies who spoke to a freelance photographer on the scene here early this morning.
Say what? Say what?
Say what?
Say what?
What?
That, according to neighbors and sheriff's deputies who spoke to a freelance photographer on the scene here early this morning.
Who spoke to a freelance photographer.
Who spoke to a freelance photographer. Let me show you what went on here earlier.
Why would the cops need to talk to a freelance photographer? To know that this was the murder suspect that killed the cop. Why would the freelance photographer even know this?
The SWAT team was here on the scene for several hours. There was a standoff involving a person inside the home here. SWAT officers used non-lethal force, possibly tear gas or flashbang devices, to get the man to come out of the home. At around 5 a.m., he surrendered to authorities and was taken into custody. We don't have the man's name. But again, according to sheriff's detectives who spoke to a freelance photographer on scene here. But again, according to sheriff's detectives who spoke to a freelance photographer on scene here. Who spoke to a freelance photographer on scene here. But again, according to sheriff's detectives who spoke to a freelance photographer on scene here.
The reporter is doubling down that the sheriffs needed to talk to a freelance photographer, which makes sense, because that photographer is the FBI. Why else would they be there before the cops got there? and why the cops turned to the photographer for answers. The photographers also got front row seats to the raid, and mainstream media had to go far back, and why they blurred this killer's face, because he is one of them, a crisis actor.
The person taken into custody was the person of interest that authorities were looking for in the killing of the sheriff's deputy over the weekend. The sheriff himself will be holding a news conference at 10:30 this morning with more information.
Of course. Sheriff Luna will get more information after speaking to the freelance photographer.